Welcome to Conversations with Our Kids for November 26, 2022. My name is Janae, your host for today's edition of our show.
And I am Shama, also your host for today. We have an exciting show for you today. On today's show, we have Honorable Iselin Philip, Junior Minister of Youth Empowerment, Social Development, Gender Affairs, Aging and Disabilities. Wow, that's a mouthful. Welcome to Conversations with Our Kids. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Janae and Shama. I am doing very well this morning. All better to be here. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good too.
Good.
Thank you for introducing yourself, Minister Philip. We will now take a short break. Stay with us and we will be right back. Welcome back to Conversations with Our Kids. I think we should get to know each other before we start interviewing Minister Philip. So, we are going to do an icebreaker. We will all pick at least 2 questions from the bowl and answer the questions ourselves. I will go first, then Shama, then the Honorable Minister. If you were invisible for the day, what would you do?
What would you do?
I would try to prank my mommy.
You would try to do what?
Prank mommy.
Oh, prank her. Oh, that's funny. Okay. You tried to prank your mom.
Get
Go ahead,
him,
Shama.
If you were a superhero, what would be your power? My power would be to heal people who are sick.
Oh, that's so nice. That's a nice power to have. I wouldn't mind having that power. Okay. My question is, would you rather be an Olympic gold medalist or an astronaut? I would prefer to be a gold medalist because then it's like I go down in history as winning the Olympics.
Me too.
Yes.
I would be an astronaut.
You'd be an astronaut? You want to go to space?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be nice to see. I wouldn't mind visiting the moon someday, but I don't want to be an astronaut. Okay.
That was fun. I feel like we know each other now.
Are we going to do
Right,
another
Janae?
question? I thought we were doing 2 questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Can we do another question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another question.
This one.
Okay.
If you could hang out with a cartoon character, who would you choose?
Oh, who would you choose? What cartoons do you like to watch?
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Scooby-Doo? Oh, yeah, Scooby-Doo's cool. He's a pretty chill dog.
I would do
What would you do?
Sonic.
Sonic. Wow, Sonic's got a lot of energy. You got energy for Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was movies,
Yeah.
I would pick Wonder Woman.
Oh, you'd pick Wonder Woman. Wow, look at you. What about you? If it was a movie, who would you want to hang out with?
Sing.
Sing? Who sings?
From Sing 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know who I'd want to hang out with. I have to think about that one. You know, actually, Shrek's coming to mind. I like Shrek. He's funny.
Yesterday, last night, and today, I'm watching the whole of Shrek.
Oh, you watching all the Shreks over again? Oh, nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I like Shrek. I think he's funny.
This is scary.
Why is it scary?
Which character
Do you wish was real?
which
Character do you wish was
cartoon character do you wish was real? Maybe the same.
The same Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so this is my last question now too. Let's see. Okay, ooh. Would you rather be a superhero or the world's best chef? Ooh.
superhero?
Yeah, I would rather be a superhero. So I actually like to cook. I do like to cook. But being a superhero, then I have superpowers, you know, like...
If it was either superhero or hairstylist, I would pick hairstylist.
Oh, you'd pick hairstylist? Okay, just make sure you're talking to the mic, sweetheart. You pick a hairstylist, or you like to do hair? Who does your own hair? Your mom does your hair, or you do it?
Sometimes I put it in a bun, and sometimes mom combs it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you'd want to be a hairstylist. Would you rather be a superhero? Do you like to cook, Shema?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be a superhero too, because then I get superpowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun. I feel like we know each other now. Right, Janae?
Yes, Shema. Now we can go into the hard-hitting questions for the minister. Don't worry, we'll take it easy on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've had a long week.
What is a junior minister and how do you become one?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, I mean, how do I explain this? So, a junior minister is not much different to a usual member of parliament or other minister in government. So, do you know the ministers in government? Can you tell me any other ministers in government that you know? Anybody? I mean, we came to your school, Shema. We talked about that. Do you know any other ministers?
Jeffrey Hanley.
Right. That's very good. So, yes, Jeffrey's a perfect example because I am a junior minister in his set of ministries. So, the difference
The
between...
only other minister I know is the Minister of Education.
Right. That's the same minister, Dr. Hanley. So, that's good. He would be so pleased to know that you guys know his name. So, I mean, as a junior minister, I actually support Dr. Jeffrey Hanley with the list of portfolios, list of ministries that he has. So he's like the Minister of Education. He's also the Deputy Prime Minister. He's the Minister of Housing. He's the Minister of Faith-Based Affairs. He's also the Minister of Youth, Aging, Disability, Social Development, and Gender Affairs. So for me, as a junior minister, I kind of support Dr. Hanley with his ministries by kind of doing some of this management. So I focus on, as you would have said, my ministries are, I have responsibilities for youth empowerment, aging, disabilities, and social development and gender affairs. So,
So do you own a temple in youth?
if I own a temple? No, I don't own a temple. What do you mean? No, I don't own a temple. So my office is in the youth department. So my office is, and as a junior minister, I'm kind of different in that I'm not like an elected member. So I didn't campaign. I wasn't voted in. I'm a senator with responsibilities for different ministries and different people. And how I got here, I mean, you work hard, you do different things.
Buses.
Buses? What do you mean buses?
Like take buses.
Yeah, I took the bus. I've taken the bus. Yeah, so, I mean, hope that answers your question.
How does it feel to be a young woman and a minister with a number of portfolios?
It feels sometimes a little bit overwhelming. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot to do. You know how sometimes you just have a lot to do, like a lot of schoolwork, a lot of like dance classes, a lot of sports events. So there's a lot to do. But I also like being challenged. So you know how sometimes you might have like a subject in school that you like to do and it's just like it's kind of feel kind of hard, but you're just like you're happy when you figure it out. So I like the challenge. And the people are very nice. So a lot of my work is talking to people. So people are very supportive and encouraging. So I appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Us, as bringing young female politicians, would like to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you want to know? You want to know how it is? So it can be challenging at times, and also because there are some things where there's just like mostly boys are involved. So like, do you have a lot of girls in your golf team? Shema?
No.
No? Right. So there's some things where there's like mostly like boys are involved. So mostly males are in it. So like politics is very similar. It's mostly a lot of men are in politics. So, when you're like, sometimes have you ever been the only girl in something, Janae? Or maybe like it's like 3 girls and 7 boys. No, not yet. You can't think of it? Here? Okay. Well, it's like it can be like that sometimes. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one, but it helps.
Because here there's only 3 girls,
Mm-hmm.
and I think about 5 boys.
Oh yeah. See, so that's an example of where there's more boys than girls.
Like in a line.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how it was the other day when I was in school.
In school, there were more girls in the line than boys.
No.
Oh, more boys than girls. Yes.
Only 3 girls and like almost 10 boys.
10 boys, yeah. And so you see, like, so situations like that, there's like an inequality. So there isn't really a balance. And ideally we should have like a balance in like things. It's good to have equally valuable people. And so politics is a lot like that. There are lots of men, but there are very few women. So sometimes it can, be a little bit sad. But I think when you're working with nice men, especially people who like respect you. So I hope you're nice to the girls when you're the mostly boys and it's only a few girls, because sometimes they can feel a little bit, isolated.
Sad.
Yes, it can be sad when it's just a little bit of girls, especially if there's only 1 girl compared to like 5 boys.
Okay.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
What are some things for your future plans for us? The month.
What are some of your future plans
For us, yes.
What are some of your future plans for us?
Mm-hmm.
The youth of the Federation.
Okay, that's a good question. I mean, well, I like to talk to you guys, right? So I actually want to know, well, what are some of the things that are concerning you? Because my plan is to see how I can be a better voice and a better advocate for all of you guys. So that's, children and young people. So that's who I am as the Minister of Youth. So I like to find out, I like to talk to you guys. That's why I wanted to come on this show today, because I wanted to find out what are some of the things that, you think about. Do you ever think about government and, like, what do you think about? Do you like school? What do you
I think about every time my mother drops me off by my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, why can't the government fix the road? Because the road is actually a dirt road.
Oh.
And for many times when cars pass on there,
Mm-hmm.
every time cars pass on there, it always makes like a hole.
Yes.
So like it's hard for people to pass on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes if it rains
Mm-hmm.
and there's holes, there'd be puddles, and we try not to splash into it because it will make mud.
That's right. That's right. So you would like us to do better at things like the roads that you see. That's called infrastructure, right? That's a new word for us, infrastructure. So fixing the roads and things like that. that's, better infrastructure. And I like that. I think, young people, you're the future. We are the future because I'm young too. We want the best kind of roads and the best kind of infrastructure, because I would hate to have to pull up to school in my nice fresh shoes and my nice fresh socks. And as you say, you jump out and then mud on your shoes and the day ain't even starting, right? What would you like, Shamar?
So I would say, like, there's nothing really to do in circuits for kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I would like you to talk to Dr. Terence Joe and ask him if he can put a playground down somewhere in St. Kitts.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So you want to see more playgrounds.
Yeah.
More playgrounds. Got you. That's not a bad thing to ask for. And that's one of the things I think. So Dr. Terence Drew is very supportive of, the youth agenda. He
And, like,
really wants to. And some what? What else you want? Tell me what you want.
Like, somewhere like you can go and swim, like a pool area.
Oh, like a pool. So that's part of, like, I think, so we've had other young people who talk about indoor sporting complexes. So do you know what that would be?
No.
That's like, see how you talk about you like to play basketball and football?
Yeah.
Imagine not having to do that outside, but we have like a huge sporting complex facility where you have like a little like basketball court, but it's indoors. And so imagine if we had.
I heard about that on TV.
You've heard about it on TV? Okay, good. Yes, so that's one of the things that we'd like to see. And, maybe a facility could include a pool. So you're suggesting that we have like a pool so, children can go and learn to swim and become, maybe you might be a swimming Olympic medalist. Who knows? That's possible for us. Why not? Okay, these are really good suggestions. And so my plan now is to kind of, since you've given me this information, I like to pass it on to the people who can do something about it. So you told me to talk to the Prime Minister. Yeah. I can tell him. And then you want infrastructure. So the Minister of Infrastructure and Utilities is the Honorable Conris Maynard. Do you know who Conris Maynard is?
I heard about him.
You've heard about him?
Is he... is that one Dr. Drew?
No, Dr. Drew is the Prime Minister. So Dr. Drew is the Prime Minister. Conris Maynard, he's another minister in government. He's the representative for constituency number 3. And he's also a singer. So he's a performer. So you know that song, maybe you've heard Unstoppable Force. No? Oh, you're a different generation. Okay, but he's a singer. So he sings a lot of patriotic songs. So, but I will tell him.
Is he like, so at my school, my teacher owns a preschool.
Okay.
And one of the students named Dejane.
Okay.
So like, is he like her father?
Not that I know of. I don't think his daughter's name is Dejane, but he does have 2 daughters. And what school do you go to?
Ridgeway Academy. I used to go to Kiberries.
Oh, okay. So no,
Same.
I don't. Oh, okay. So I don't think they go to that school. So, you may not. They may
what
not.
I mean like that is like Dejane's father. His name is Dejor.
Oh, okay. Oh, so no. Dejor and Minister Maynard are 2 different people, but Dejor is a singer too. So, okay, but no, 2 different people. Okay. But I will tell them. I'll pass on your message. They need better roads, and you want sporting complex. You want things to do. So swimming is one thing. Yeah. Got it. Bless you.
Can you tell us what an average day for you is like? Tell us more about your daily routine as a minister.
Okay, so my day, I can start from the moment I open my eyes. So when I wake up in the morning, I try to say my prayers. Remember to say my prayers. I do try to exercise. I like exercising. It's good for our health and wellness. So I try to go to the gym, but I'm not always very consistent because sometimes I'm very tired.
Mommy works out at home.
She does? Oh, okay. I don't have a home gym, so I go to the gym when I can, if I have time.
My mommy actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
She actually goes to the gym.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So I try to do that, but I'm not so consistent. Your mom is doing a really good job.
Because my mother goes 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't get to wake up so early because sometimes I have late days. So during the day when I go to work.
That's why mommy puts up a alarm for 4:30.
Oh wow.
So she has
So she
time.
can wake up.
So she has time to eat,
Uh-huh.
make a smoothie for herself,
Yeah.
and she could get ready to go to the gym.
Nice.
And by the time she comes back home, I'm already up watching TV.
Oh, okay. So you're just waiting for her. Yeah. Wow, your mom is killing it. I haven't been able to get into that routine yet, but I do try to go to the gym in the morning, and then so my work day starts. I get to work. Try to get to work. And I get to work in the mornings, and then usually my day is just I have a lot of meetings. I talk to a lot of people. In my day, I go to a lot of different events that might be happening.
Oh,
Mhm.
I forgot to ask a question
What's
for the
that?
last question.
Mhm.
Can you make a indoor playground
An indoor playground.
with a pool?
Okay, that's similar to what Shema was asking. So yeah, that's like, an indoor sporting facility where, children and young people can go and like play different games and, sports like, football and basketball, maybe even tennis and, swimming. So yes, that's something that's been done in other places. So that's something, why not do it here?
Also,
Yes,
I don't know how I forgot to ask this
Yes.
question.
tell me.
Other than Leap, can they have a gymnastics place?
Oh, that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. I don't see why it couldn't be in the same complex because it would be like a multi-use complex. So, I know for gym you need wide open spaces with mirrors and, those gym bars. I don't know what you call them because you like gymnastics, right?
Oh yeah, those are called. For most of them, we call them bars.
Bars, okay. So you need a room with bars and mirrors so you can practice your gymnastics.
There's a lot of space in St. Kitts where you can put down stuff.
That's true. That's a very good point.
And
Shema, we have a lot of
also-
land and spaces. We can put something like that down.
Yeah, because for my teacher, we had a walk about last week.
Yeah. Oh, you went on a walk.
Last week, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It was for all members who used to go to Key Babies.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked almost the whole of Connery.
Oh, wow.
We went all the way down to the entrance to enter the Atlantic Beach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, and while we was going back for point 2,
Mm-hmm.
there was a big open space.
Oh, yeah.
And I told mommy we could use that land for sale to put a gymnastics place.
Okay, so you guys come with the ideas and you come with where you want this to go. So you want a sporting complex in Connery by that open piece of land. Tell me again where it is. So you was coming.
So if you go down all the way, there's 2 openings, and for you to know, there's a sign saying there's a watcher close by.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're going back up, the first turn on your right,
Mm-hmm.
if you keep going straight, they'll have a spot with a sign saying land for sale.
Oh, okay. So you saw that it was land available for sale too. Okay. That might be private land, but that's okay. Even if we can't get that spot, government has a lot of land, and so we want to see a nice indoor sporting complex where you can do gymnastics, where you can play basketball and do swimming. Got it. Not bad ideas at all, and it's good. I'm so glad that you guys are involved in activities because these are sporting activities. It keeps you healthy and strong, and we want that. Okay. Oh, it's time for you to ask.
This is your last question.
Can you leave us with some inspiring words for the new year and beyond?
Inspiring words. Okay. So the new year is coming. Do you guys like Christmas?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, nice. You like Christmas. So
I'm getting Crocs for Christmas.
I would love some Crocs actually. That's on my wish list too. I love
Mom
some
said
Crocs.
if I do good in my exams
Uh-huh.
this week, and I had exams next week,
Yeah.
last week,
Mhm.
and
You have exams this
haven't.
week?
and she said if I do good,
Mm-hmm.
1 out of the 2
Yeah.
for Christmas, I maybe get a Nintendo Switch
Oh, nice.
or John's.
John's? What's John's? Are those shoes?
Yes.
Oh, John's is shoes. Okay, I don't know what John's.
One out of
I
the two.
really-
Okay, which one do you prefer? Which one you want?
Nintendo.
Of course, you want the Nintendo.
And then for my birthday next year, I'm
You
getting
get the John's. Oh, look at you. Okay.
I really for Christmas or my birthday, I either want Nike shoes
Mm-hmm.
or a hoverboard.
Oh, a hoverboard. Okay.
Oh, I have both of those.
Oh, you have both of those.
I have two scooters. No. 2 bikes, 1 scooter, a hoverboard, Crocs, and Nikes.
Oh, wow, you got a lot. Your parents are doing well. Okay, good. Well, I mean, so the reason I asked is because, when do you ever think about the new year and, set little small goals for yourself for the new year? Yeah? Well, I guess my inspiring word would be, it's a new year and it's always a nice time to kind of reset and think about, how you want to do better for the new year. And I think as young people and children, sometimes people might underestimate you sometimes, but you're clearly very smart.
What is
Estimating? So it's almost like people might think that you can't do as much as you know you can do, right? So I'm sure you can do well in your exams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your mom's already said you will be rewarded if you actually accomplish all of the things that she knows you can do. So, you want to make sure that you continue to work hard, do your schoolwork, and you're clearly very smart. I've had a very good conversation with you. You have very good ideas, and so I want to encourage you to keep being just amazing as you are. Keep asking good questions. You've asked me a lot of good questions, because when you ask questions, that's how you become smarter and wiser. So keep asking questions and keep, being good kids, So just keep being amazing and try to do better every day.
How old were you when you wanted to work a part of the government?
So for me, I didn't really think about it that deeply. So I am 30 right now. And I'm the youngest minister in government right now. I wasn't necessarily planning to go into the government, but I've always been kind of like you. I've always been very smart. When I was young, I liked to ask questions too. I've always been very interested in things like, I used to like debating and public speaking, and so since I was in primary school, I used to do spelling bees. So I did spelling bees in primary school.
There was one the other day.
There was one the other. Yes, actually, I saw that. There was one the other day. So those were the kinds of things I used to like to do when I was a child, and so I just kind of kept doing those kinds of things because I really liked them. And
Tucker Clark won.
yes, you did. Congratulations to Tucker Clark. And so I just the skills that I developed just helped me to get to this point where I'm able to use them as a minister to try to do something good. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Honorable Isaline Phillip, Minister of Youth, for joining us on Conversations with Our Kids. We really appreciate it. I have been your host for today, Janae.
And I am Shama. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Tune
In next week, Saturday at 10 a.m. for more conversations with our kids.
Thank you.